Hello and welcome. I'm Logan with All Paths Taken, and this is part 10 of my 100% walkthrough of Elden Ring. In this episode, we will be exploring the northern section of Caelid and Redmane Castle. As always, we are going for every secret, every item, and every boss, so fellow Tarnished, rise and join me on my quest to become the true Elden Lord. So, how are we doing today, everybody? I am ready to wrap up Caelid. We don't have much left, really. So, the first thing we're going to do is head right over this way, because we gotta look. I'm gonna show you one item. I'm not gonna grab one of the items because it is just kind of a pain in the butt, and we do alert a lot of enemies. So right over here there's hefty bones right there. You want to grab it? Be my guest. I don't really think I need to. I don't really want to. So the next thing that we need to do is try to hop right up here if we can. And we're going to go to the very top, just on the farthest eastern side pile, or eastern side of this pile of rot. We have another item that we need to get. And you're like, what? Why are you going to get this one? You just took damage. Well, it looks cooler. It's a cooler looking item. But now from here, what we're going to do is we're going to head over here to this tree. And we just gotta run over here and grab all of the runes that are here. And then we gotta make a jump across a ledge. And then we have done pretty much everything before the Caelid ruins. Oh, get out of here before the doggo comes. Was that a bird? Oh, that was a dog. Perfect. But we come this way. Run and jump over the ledge. And then we run to our next race. Alright, so I'm going to rest to recover my health. And then we're going to go grab our last map piece, which is just right over here. And now, after we grab this piece, we're going to grab some important materials and items that we do need to grab, as it will help upgrade our weapon to +9 very fast when we get to Altus Plateau. There's your first one, the Somber 8. And then we're going to run down this direction. You can parkour your way down onto the tree, but honestly, I'm terrible at that kind of parkouring, and I keep dying, so don't do it. Not worth it. Just take a hard left, head down to the base of the Divine Tower, and we got more important items over here, like a Somber 9, which I believe is the second Somber 9 that we have already gotten up to this point. So we're basically going to be at full power once we enter either Mount Gilmir or the royal capital, or Lindell, the royal capital. But from here, we essentially have two paths. We got one path that leads that way that we're going to take first. Eventually, we're going to come back pretty much to the same spot, and we're going to head down that way as well. Because there's a little underpath that you might not notice unless you look towards the bridge. But we will go that way second. But for now, we're going to run by these two little baby dragons. We're going to grab these three items. Do not worry if they get aggroed. They are not very tough. They are baby dragons after all. It's not like you're fighting Eeksikes or Greyoll or anybody like that. It's pretty simple and easy to just get away from. Just run away. No big deal. Now, we do have a statue here that we got to lure a dragon to come break. So, you have a choice. You can either go lure one of them, and what might actually be easier and a little bit faster is just coming right over here to this wall and luring this little boy or girl all the way back to the stone. The only problem is he's really slow most of the time, and every now and again he gets stuck. So you just gotta lure him slowly but surely. Where are you going? Dummy! I'm over here! Hey, quit smacking Torrent on the butt. Come on. Come on. I'm right here. Come and fight. This is really annoying. I have never gotten this bad of RNG before. It's only because I'm recording. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you turning over there? Come here. Are you the only dragon that's blind or what? There we go. Now he's figuring it out. Come on, little fella. We got a little ways to go. We gotta go right around that tree branch, because for some reason that tree branch there has just a massive hitbox and you get stuck. Oh, thank you. Thank you for just breathing on it. Alright, but now we're gonna keep heading south, as we saw in Evergaol earlier, and that's where we're gonna go next. So this Evergaol, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It is a sorcerer. Just another battle mage. Not very difficult, but we do get a new ash for killing him. Woo! Look at that damage. Dang, when Frost and Bleed proc, they proc hard. But we got Battle Mage Hughes. Or Hugoos. Huggoos? Huggoos? Huggies? I don't know. I like to think his name is Huggies. Alright, so we have done a good little chunk right through here. We will come back for that section in a little bit. The bosses in this area, a lot harder than anything we've come through so far. But definitely the hardest one is right over here. It's the Bell-Bearing Hunter. He is very, very difficult. The second place hardest boss will probably be the gargoyle outside the Beastial Sanctum. And we are going to fight both today. We are going to fight both. If you don't have the buckler shield or you've never learned how to parry, I highly suggest you learn how to parry for the Bell-Bearing boss fight. Makes it so much easier. Because you're, as right now, unless you're using a very strong strength weapon or a somber weapon like the Grafted Great Sword or something like that, you're just not going to do enough damage. Like, you're just not. And even if you are using that big hulking weapon that's going to do a lot of damage in one hit, you might not have enough stamina in order to continue to attack and dodge efficiently. So parrying that dude is just way easier. It's way, way, way easier, because when you parry him, you got to parry him twice in order to get a crit opening, or an opening for a crit, I should say. So it's really easy though. It really is. And if you got the buckler parry, which has the biggest parry window in the game, it's going to be super simple for you to do. Alright, I'm so close to 11. That's fine. But we wanted to run all the way down the smoldering wall. So now we can run over here to his little leg, or his toesies. And if you have a bleed weapon, or two bleed weapons in my case, you're just going to go to town whacking in this corner. Because we're trying to get bleed to proc as quickly as possible. This is going to take me a very long time, because I don't have the flail anymore on this character. If you have the flail, like the basic one from Limgrave that we picked up in literally the first 10 minutes of the playthrough, I honestly recommend you go put that puppy on, because it's going to make it so much faster. But I'm going to be here for probably 5 minutes, so BRB everybody. There we go. Ah, that took forever. My goodness. But that big dragon, we had to kill. Even if you're somebody who doesn't want to kill it, you gotta kill it. Because it gives you 75,000 runes, which is very helpful. And yes, if you're wondering, you can come do this without fighting a single enemy in the game. So on your next playthrough, if you want, you can go right to Gatefront, up through to Summon Water Village, all the way across right to here, Fort Faroth, and then you can kill the dragon. All you gotta do is stop by the Gatefront ruins, and in a chest right around here, there's going to be a flail for you to grab that you can level up a couple levels of dex depending on what class you choose, and then you can just start using that excuse me, you can start using that Ash of War in order to deal massive bleed damage. Did I level up? I don't think I leveled up. Oh no, I didn't. We definitely need to level up. Oh, what do I want? I think we're gonna do that. Oh, I can level up again. What the heck? Alright, so now we're gonna go get a legendary talisman. Oh, I should also mention, we need to go back to here, and we need to grab our legendary incantation. That's why we had to kill that thing. So, if for some reason your cathedral here does not work, you got to make sure it is nighttime, then you can purchase Greyoll's Roar. As you can see, it is an incantation of legendary status. Nice. Yum. Tasty dragon hearts. And now, we go back to Fort Faroth. Alright, so from here, we're going to go into the fort. There are going to be 6 flyboys. Some bats that you can see. So, lure them over one by one. They're going to be real annoying, just so you know. So, just pay attention to what's going on around you, and you'll be alright. We're going to... Oh, that's not it. Crap. I just used a bolus when I didn't want to, or need to. There he is. That's who I was looking for. No poison. Come over here. Up. There's like 6 of them. I don't want to lure them all over here at once. I cannot kill this guy. There we go. Oh my god, this is the worst I could do. Damn. Ah, did you just alert the rest of them? Beauty. There should be 1 or 2 more. Yeah, right there. And there's another one in the bottom right, if you can see him. Yep. Nice. And then the last one should be right over here. Just gotta wait for him to drop down, if he decides to. Ah, there we go. Take your time, buddy. And there we go. Alright, so nothing else in here. Just make sure you climb up your ladder, because we got to go around to get a legendary talisman. At the top of the ladder, there's pretty much nothing right away. We got to get our Dectus medallion, and then turn right into into the castle rooftops. And then... once we're in here, you're going to have enemies spawn, kind of like how they did in Caria Manor. So, one dude's going to spawn right over here, yep. And then another dude's going to spawn over here. then we're going to have 1 or 2 dudes come spawn in over here. There isn't any other items up here. So if you wanted to just drop down to here, you can. Just don't be surprised if another enemy shows up as well. Down this way, there's going to be a rat. Then we're going to grab our golden rune 12. When we come over here, we are going to have 2 rats to kill. A big rat and a small rat. God, the jump attacks in this game are so fun. Then from here, we can just fall down, come around the corner for Radagon's Sorseal. And now you have gotten a pretty good talisman. And we can warp right back out to Fort Faroth. So, this talisman is one of the best in the game. Basically, it is just like the Radagon Sorseal, but better. And it also gives you increased damage. To me, I think it's worth it for the most part, because this one does take away some levels, this one does improve some levels, and it just gives you more of everything, so I think it's worth it. Alright, we're going to rest just to get back some of our health. Man, I have a ton of money right now. I should probably use all of this stuff. I just say that because if you're sitting on a ton of money like this for levels, you're probably going to need them. I'm going to be honest. You're probably going to need them. There's some bosses that just hit ridiculously hard. So it's probably a good idea to put some levels into your health. Man, I'm so rich. It's gonna take me forever to try to get through. And again, if you don't want Renala's stuff... Oh, that's not it. That's not the right button. If you don't want Renala's stuff, use her stuff. That way you don't get the boss weapon or the boss spell. And you just get extra levels. It's helpful. It's very helpful. Alright, we're gonna... 3 levels into health. That is good enough for me. Okay, so from here, what did I do next? Oh yeah, that's right. We want to go back this way to Dragonbarrow West, and we are going to go underneath, take that little underpath, or that side path. Where is it? We're going to take that side path to the east. So we're going to go past those little dragons, and we're going to head basically right over there where those trees are. As there will be a little fork in the road and a grace. Which I think the grace is called something with forking, but I don't remember. Ooh, money. It's only like a penny, but still, money is money. You know what I'm also excited for? I should mention this now too. I'm excited for a couple of games that are coming out the next few months. It's probably going to date the episode of the walkthrough a little bit, but Neo 3's coming out soon. The demo's just released today, the day I'm recording this. And your boy here considers himself a Neo guru. So, I love Neo. Neo is so much fun. It is one of the most complex combat systems ever. But when you learn it, because you took the time to learn it like you would any other difficult skill, you feel like an absolute legend. It's so much fun. And then there's another game coming out in March, Crimson Desert. That game gives me so much Elden Ring vibes because of the open world and the openness and a little bit of Breath of the Wild of just how vast the world is and how much stuff there is to do. So I'm definitely going to be playing that. And I might even do that on a live stream. Who knows? If you guys would like to catch me live, let me know. I would love to start live streaming. I used to on an older channel that I had, but that channel was a little more uncensored. Let's just say I didn't follow the community guidelines that we're supposed to follow on YouTube very well, which led to me not growing. So I'm trying this new thing where I actually listen to the rules. So, yeah. It's working a little bit better, believe it or not. But we're going to grab these 2 items, and then we got to take a hard right. We do not want to follow the Rune Bear, even though you think it would be tempting. But there's nothing really over there that's noteworthy. Then from here, we can turn on our lantern. As we have a path to take down here that leads to wolves. And then we head down for more wolves. Man, you are still alive. You are a trooper. Then we grab the beast blood and the golden rune, and then we just keep heading down. Now you can shut your lantern off again, as when we drop down all the way, we have a new boss fight. So you have the one on the right that's walking around. He will throw daggers, and you have that big dude right there. He will just swing his big sword, like what we fought at the start of the game in Limgrave. So, they are basic enemies for the most part, but in reality, grand scheme of things, I like to just spam this and try to kill this dude right away, or get as close as we can to killing him, because as you can see, big boy is, oh, a dagger got me, didn't it? That sucks. Let's say Beast Boy over here with the big sword, he hits real hard. Oh, come on. I was trying to do both. Stop throwing your daggers. It's so annoying. They hit way harder than they should. It's definitely not because I'm wearing a higher damage seal. Oh my god. Ah! Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Don't worry about the wolves. Alright, here we are. 3rd time's the charm. They definitely won't kill me again. I dodged it the wrong way twice. God damn it. Crap! I'm not supposed to swear. Oh my god. I'm gonna die again. Alright, there, that one's done. And for you, I'm just gonna... Wait, hang on. I didn't put it on. Oh well. We'll just be here jumping on my mini tramp. Is he dead? That was it? That was all the damage I did? Well, that's unfortunate. There's a good bleeding frost proc. Good job, me. Alright, then we get the Flamedrake Talisman, and now we can warp out of here. Ah, my money! Alright, I got my money back. We're good. Now we want to warp back to the fort, right? Nope, we actually want to go down to Fort Faroth. Man, my voice is going. I hope I'm not getting sick. That'd make your boy here real mad, because then I can't record videos. And that's like, it's like my favorite thing to do is recording videos. It's just fun. I get to play a video game, talk to you guys that are hopefully there. You're definitely real, right? You're not bots. If you're a bot right now, if you're not a bot, is that how that works? Yeah, if you're not a bot right now, type potato in the comment. Potato. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. If you are a bot, and you can type potato, I'll be impressed. Alright, so we're going to fight a minor avatar, or a putrid avatar. It is the exact same fight as the other Putrid avatar. So, it's just going to have a little bit more health, and it's going to do a lot more damage. So, just pay attention to that. When it does its big jumpies, it will do rot as well, as you can see. So, 2 rolls, and you'll be good to go. Damn, such a good move. No third move? Okay. Man, you are not breaking your stance. I'm impressed. Oh, gotta run. What did I get stuck on? A little tree stump. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Woo! Oh god. Woo! He missed. Ow. Miss me. Miss me. Miss me again. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. The I'm dead shield was supposed to work, but I guess not. Oh, hey, steak. That's handy. Hey, did you guys know I'm supposed to be good at video games? Did you guys know that? It seems like I'm not, but I promise I am. I think this is the only avatar that will kill me, though. I don't think I'll ever die to another avatar again. Because when we get to the one in Consecrated Snowfield, I'll have a fully upgraded weapon. I'll have my full builds pretty much done with. I'll probably be using a legendary armament. So, that boy will probably get demolished. Nice. But now we gotta run. No, okay. I thought for sure I was gonna die there. Oh, we're so close. Yeah, I risked it. I risked it. I risked it for the biscuit. That's not how you say that. I risked it for the biscuit. There we go. Alright. Nothing like 90,000. And we get a couple of good tiers. The main tier that I love using for strength builds is this one. Makes attacks more likely to break enemy stances. If you combine that one with the charged attacks, ooh, you get like an extra crit on everybody. And I mean everybody. It's wild how much damage you can do. Alright, now, a normal person would tell you to go back and level up. And if you want to, you can warp back to Fort Faroth and level up. But I am ballsy. I'm dumb. And I like doing dangerous things. So, we're going to do definitely the most challenging parkour, I would suggest, or I would say, before we do anything else. Where is it at? Where's my tree root? Ah, right here. Yep, I was at the spot. I just didn't look hard enough. Okay, so make sure you are at full health. And then you want to drop right down here. Fully heal. And then we want to drop down here. And we gotta carefully navigate. You probably don't need to be on torrent, but, you know, I like to live dangerously. And we want to land right here. And we want to get a little lower. And land here. Ooh. Now, it seems safe, right? Like we can just fall off. You got to go to the bottom. Otherwise, you will take heavy fall damage and die. Now, there's an item right there that you can get. It's a rune. And then you have a big golem to kill. But before then, we want to talk to our painter here. And get our Ash of War. Rain of Arrows. It's kind of cool that we get to see the Radahn boss fight. The one thing I wish that was here, though, was you just see Radahn walking around through the Caelid wilds over here. Just pillaging corpses like you see in the cutscene, but like just a little version of him walking around. That'd be so crazy. Alright, but now we can run over here and grab our item. And Then we gotta kill this golem. This golem's cool, because he'll do magic attacks. But if you stagger him, he'll be alright. What? I got stun locked. Well, that's unfortunate. But anyway, once you kill him, warp back to... Is it Fort Faroth? Yes. Warp back to Fort Faroth. I should go get my runes. Should I go get my runes? I should be getting... That's like 3 levels. 2 levels. 3 levels. I should go do it. And if I die trying... Oh well. Hopefully you listened and went back to level up first. Hopefully you don't like to live dangerously. You like to live safe. Safe and secure. Oh god, I thought I was gonna die. I was like, that's a really far jump I'm taking. Oh, I'm not supposed to be up here. Whew. Nice. Oh god. Oh god. Ah, man, it's in his leg. That sucks. Okay, I just want my money! There we go. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Holy crap, that was so close. Woo! So this one has a huge amount of health. Don't ask me why, but he does. It's ridiculous how much health this thing has. Oh my god, I only have 4 heals left. That's wild. We're gonna try a new strategy. That was just rude. No! Oh god, I thought I got all of it. I do not understand how I got this one to stagger all the time in my other one. With my other character. Like, I'm the same build. Like, literally, the exact same build. I got that one to stagger. All its stinking time. If I run out of money, I might just cheat. Or run out of money. If I run out of money. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Get around the corner. Whoo! That was close. Alright, here's what I think I'm gonna do. This is taking forever. I don't really want to fight him anymore. Got really boring. I have a limited amount of time today to actually record. So I can't keep messing around with that when I got all the items that I wanted. Oh, thank goodness he went back asleep. Alright, so from here we want to warp back to Fort Faroth. And then we want to head to Arise. But before I do that, this big dummy is going to make sure that he levels himself up. Ah, it's the same either way, okay. Alright. Now, we head over to that rise over yonder. I should also mention, in case you haven't figured out how trails work, if you keep going behind us, like southwest, all it does is lead to the grace that we came at, we found right before we went into that cave. So, if you're wondering what's down there, there's basically nothing, just a couple of traps from a ball rolling downhill. And there's also another path that leads pretty much the same way that we are going to go to here in a second. I just gotta find my jump pad. There it is. Please don't kill me. Oh, thank God. Alright, so before you hop into the tower, get the grace, because trying to get out of the tower is a little annoying. And it's easier to just work. So, get Lenne's Rise Grace. Then we're coming over this way. And we are going to jump onto this little rooftop. Then you want to get off Torrent. And we want to face... Oh, God. We want to face the southern direction. And slide right off the edge into Lenne's Rise. You can go down and kill... I'm just going to show them to you because you don't get anything for doing it. You can kill that dude if you want. There's no real reason. It doesn't drop like a staff or a stone or anything. So if you want to, you can. I'm just going to go up and get my memory stone. Makes life a little easier. Alright, here's my chest with the memory stone. Then we're going to warp to Lenne's Rise. So if you try to jump on the roof to get out, you die. As I found out the other day when I did this. Now, we want to pass time. All the way to night, because we got another Knights Cavalry boss. The Knights Cavalry bosses are just everywhere. It's one of my complaints about Elden Ring, is that there's too much repeat content. And I get it. Like, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing that there's too many bosses, because, like, everybody loves boss fights. But when it's the same ones, and there's nothing new to them, it's frustrating. Like, I would love the Valkyrie treatment from God of War 2018. Where they made all... What? He's just going to be in the attack but not get hit? Okay. But I love the Valkyrie treatment from God of War 2018. It was the same fight, but they added an extra move or two until you got to the hardest one. So I wish they didn't have all of the move sets like be the same. And I wish there was more to them. So we could like run into the Knights Cavalry Lord or something like that. Or Commander. Oh, dang it, he got me. That was quick. But I wish we could, like, run into the Knights Cavalry Commander or something like that. That would be a different level of a boss. Maybe treated it more like a Night Rain boss where he summons a couple of lesser knights on horseback. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, I missed. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Wow. Ouch. Oh, get wrecked. That was sick. That was so good. Can't touch me, I'm the gingerbread one. Dang your stupid horse. No! Oh, come on! Ah! Okay, you may have gotten the last one. You may have earned that one. I got a little cocky. But I feel like this one, you're gonna get absolutely wrecked. Not even gonna touch me once. Okay, maybe once. No more. No more than one touch. That was sick. There's your one touch. That's all you get. Beauty. There we go. Much better. Much better. And then we get the Ash of War Bloodhound step. Alright, now, up there, absolutely nothing. Do not go that way, ever. You'll just get poisoned, you'll run through dozens of vulgar militia, only to get to a grace over there, like right on the other side of the bridge. It is not worth it. Let's not go that route. We are finally going to take this route to get there. So, we're going to go through the church. The third church of America. And then we are going to head that way to go visit Greyoll. So we just take this hidden portal here. And then we will go visit our beastie boy. America's special pups. And then we got some running around to do after we talk to Greyoll. So, when we walk in, we're going to rest. I'm going to level up real quick, so I should have 1 or 2 levels that I can spend. Then we're going to give all of our death root to Greyoll. If we did everything, which we should have by now, up to this point, we will be able to get a boatload of spells, or incantations. We will get a boatload of incantations, and we have a little surprise if you've never done this before. Give them all 4.
Strange. There's something else. But the death yet quenches. Bring more.
I absolutely love that dude. This dude, right up there with Blythe.
I am not sated. Feed me more death.
So cool. But that dude's right up there with Blythe for being one of my favorite characters in the game. Definitely close to my favorite boss. But here's what we have to do now. We gotta beat him. We don't have to kill him. Just hit him enough so he calms down. Just know if you do too much damage, he will turn into an actual fight. You do have to.
so please. Enough.
Love this dude. Voice actor for this guy, absolutely awesome. Absolutely love him. And now he's back to normal, so you can just give him more death right if you would like. That's all he's got, because he's mad. Doesn't have enough death right. Or death right. Death root. Alright, now you have a couple of options. We will come back and kill this dude in a second. Maybe a minute or two. But we gotta head out this way. Because we got even more sketchy platforming to do. So we're gonna come way over here. We are looking for a route to fall on, which is right over here. Right? Yep, right here. Oh no! Alright, where's my jump? Right here. There we go. Okay. Now, we come down this way. And we fall over here. And we keep falling down. Now we're going to want to get on Torrent. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, why on earth would I ever want to go this way? Well, the answer is fairly simple and straightforward. We need to go this way because there is a weapon down here that we want to grab. So we're just going to go right here like this. We can heal. We're going to drop down again. We're going to drop down again. And now we are just simply going to run this direction. Now, if we're on the correct platform, there should be an item of soft cotton here. Way down on the end. Yes, we are. Sweet. That should be the only item over here. Otherwise, you just have sanctuary stones. So, we're going to drop down here. And again, we're just going to repeat the process of dropping down again and again until we get to the very bottom of this platform. Like so. And now we get the Dragon Crest Shield Talisman, which helps negate physical damage. Pretty helpful. And then we get to come over here for our weapon. And now we are done, and we can warp back to the Beastial Sanctum. Alright. So, from here, we're going to go fight this dude. So this is like the hardest gargoyle fight in the game, in my opinion. He hits ridiculously hard, and he's got a really strong broken Ash of War from that sword. And he's got another one from his halberd as well. Ow. Dude. Dude, I'm dodging. You're lying. Alright, halberd. Oh, that's a big move. Nice. Surprised I haven't staggered him. Or I should get out of the corner before I die. Really? He just barely grazed me. Dude, I'm so tired of getting hit. That's about the only time that attack will not go through something. So even if you're on a different level, he will still do that. I missed getting it. Take your time. One heal left. This is going to take me forever. Oh no. Oh, I'm dead. Woo! I was so close. One hit and I'm gone though. Dang it! Ah! Why do I die so much? Making me mad! Ah! I just had to let it out. I've died like 10 times in an hour. It's frustrating. I also don't know why I'm dying so much. Like, do I need to level up my other weapon? It's level 15. How many stones do I have? Yeah, no, I'm done leveling it up. I need smithing stone 6s, which I don't get until Redmane's Castle. How did I work? No. You went above me, you liar. I deserve that. Sir, your real big swipes are just... Stagger. My goodness. No! No! Oh my, what a hitbox. Come on, game. Like, I will fully accept getting hit. Like, I don't complain about all the ones I'm getting hit, just the ones where I'm like, I'm not supposed to hit them. Like, I'm not. Like that one. Stop poking. Finally, a visceral. Ugh. Took forever. Ooh, he gave me double hitboxes. What? I have no idea what that was. Okay. Alright. Ah, I deserve that one. I went right into it like an idiot. I'm alive. I thought with how close I was, the hitbox was going to be really good. That was a legendary dodge. That was legendary, just so you know. That was awesome. That was sick. That's so sick. Alright, but we get a boatload of ruins and 2 really good weapons. So if you're a faith build, a faith strength build, you just got 2 really good weapons to use. One, 2. Yeah, dexterity, sure. Alright, now we only have like this little section left, and then we have the actual hard boss of Caelid, and then we gotta go beat General Radahn, and then we're done. Then it'll be pretty much everything in Caelid. Kind of cool. But for how wide and open this whole area is, there's really only 3 items to grab, which is kind of annoying because of how big this little area is. But we're gonna run east, as there is a moonlight altar over here with starlight shards. You got vulgar militia everywhere. It's up to you if you want to kill them. I'm not going to. You're going to get more levels from the bosses that are around than trying to just farm up these dudes. There's our Starlight Shards. Now we're going to run this way to get a Golden Seed. Which again, this Golden Seed you can get very, very early in the game too. I just wanted to hold off on it because I wanted everything in each zone to be its own video or its own parts of the videos, if that makes sense, or parts of the series. I don't want to have 100% walkthrough where I'm jumping from zone to zone all the time, especially when I have to go back to Limgrave anyway for Ranni's quest line. So, yeah, it just makes it a little bit easier for people to follow along with, in my opinion. But then we have this guy for our other Somber 9. This is actually the second one that we'll get in Caelid. So now you can theoretically level up 2 Somber weapons, 2 plus 9, once we get to Lindell. Just got to get, or not Lindell, to Altus Plateau, Mount Gaelmere, and Lindell, the royal capital, where there will be some Somber 7s strung about. Alright, let's get my flask up to 11. And then we have our last dragon in the early and mid game. It is the exact same fight as a Geel North. The only difference is this one is on a bridge. That's it. So it makes a couple of attacks rather sketchy. But other than that, though, it's pretty straightforward. Good move. I dodged the wrong time. Alright, so run this way. All good. Now we just... He's giving me funky RNG. I don't like it. Why do I miss? A lot of damage. A lot of damage. A lot of damage. Ah, there's the nice little stagger. Well, I don't think we're gonna get the visceral, so we'll just. Ooh! Oh! Oh baby! I'm getting hit. I was out of stamina, but oh my god, that was a lot. Oh, really? There we go! Wow! That was really easy. Whew! We get our last Dragon Heart of the early game. Now we're going to go to Dragonbarrow West. We're going to head northwest for a artist, or not an artist shack, a merchant shack. Be sure to level up. And then make sure you... is that what I want? And then make sure you have the buckler shield. The buckler shield will help you out immensely, as this boss that we're going to fight is very, very, very susceptible to parries. So that's how we're going to fight him. And no items over here whatsoever. Once we finish with Radahn, we will run through, if I have time, we will run through the Divine Tower. If not, we will do that in the next episode where I tackle Ranni's quest line, as that will probably be its own episode because it'll take me through the Lake of Rot as well. Oh, that's unfortunate. Can I rest? Hey, I can. Nice. Alright, so we're going to talk to this merchant. I don't remember what he has, if he has anything cool. I didn't make any notes about him. Ooh, Kestis. Spiked Kestis. That's kind of cool. Gives you a little bit of blood loss build-up. That's pretty good. Ah, yes. This thing. Pretty helpful. I do recommend buying it. It is just a torch that repels beasts. So if there's any wolves or something like that, that's there. You can do that as well. He also sells gravel stone, which is useful for the dragon wound grease. That's right here.
Have a safe trip.
And now, we are going to pass time tonight. And there we gotta rest again. And now it is time for the hardest bell-bearing fight in the game. At least in my opinion. Again, as soon as the attack starts coming forward, that's when we want to parry. Those are the two main attacks you're going to parry. If you see him try to do a shield bash, like that, make sure you dodge. If you see him try to grab, also need to dodge. And then these attacks, you will... What is wrong with me today? My God, I suck. I'm sorry, I'm playing so bad. Like, Jesus. Alright, lock in. Let's go. No more suck. I've sucked enough. Wow. My God! Stop sucking! Alright, let's go. Alright, I guess we're not gonna get hit or parried. That's fine. Beautiful. Good job. Almost there. Come on. No, I dodged. There we go. Alright, let's heal again. Why am I doing this? Why do I do this? Every time. Every time. I'm so dumb. I'm choking. What does it now, kids say? It's not choking. It's selling. That's what it is. I'm selling and I'm not even making money. Not gonna give me any attacks. Well, I was lucky. Yeah, get correct. There we go. He's still alive. 1 HP in a dream, I guess. Alright, but we kill him for gravity stones. Or the gravity stone feather. Then we come over here for this bad boy. Drops the Ash of War Sky Shot. I should see if I can put on these without having to take everything off. I don't know if I have enough stamina though. Hey, I do. Nice, look at that crap. Alright, that is pretty much everything in Caelid. The only thing we got left to do is the Divine Tower, which that's not that huge of a deal. But we got Redmane Castle next. That is the last little tidbit of Caelid that we have left to do. Alright, so from here, oh, level up. Don't be dumb. Level up. You know better. You learn. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from them. Okay, sorry, I'm dyslexic. That looked like the numbers were doing something different. Alright, so we're gonna run through. Got to zigzag one way or the other. Try to create enough space where the catapults will miss you. Might have to do it twice, depending on how fast you are getting across. Then, you can fight these guys if you want. It's not that big of a deal if you don't. Just know that you're going to have to just keep riding Torrent. Because we got one item over here. And that's it. That's the only item. So, you don't have to alert the harder knight enemy. You can just keep riding this way. And ride to the rock so you avoid the ballista. And then you can come over and start killing them. And again, I should also mention, you don't have to kill these dudes. You can definitely pass on them. The only reason I am not is because we have a troll that we need to kill. What was I stuck on? That really was something I was stuck on? Okay. But we have a troll to kill. He's going to hop down here in a second. Dude. I dodged, but whatever. I've just accepted that I'm going to be playing bad today. Alright. Simple enough. Now we need to run over here and jump onto this bad boy. And then we can either fall down the ladder or fall down this little edge or climb down. But we need a smithing stone 6. Because we will have a chance to upgrade our weapon, or one of our weapons, one more time before we fight Radahn. Then we run over here, hop on Torrent, and then away we go. Again, there's no items over here, no chests, no nothing, so just run right around the little edges, ignoring the bats. There's no reason to kill any of them. Make sure you mind the gap. Oh, excuse me, mind the gap there. And then come on over for a beat. Now, I'll also mention there's an item right over here. It is just a smoldering butterfly. It's up. If you want it, go get it. Leave me alone. If you want it, go get it. If you don't want it, just keep moving. Now, it will be a little bit before we get to a grace. So if you are low on heals, just run to the grace, and I'll show you where that is in a second. Or I'll explain where that is in a second. I just got a couple enemies to kill. So, where you're going to run, you see that little ledge by the tents over there? There's a little pile of brick, like right above my scythe. You want to run down the path with the knight on my right. Then take the left, run to the brick and jump over it. There's a wall down that platform that you can go do and go see. And then let me get a little closer so you can see the rest of the direction where to go. So if you're somebody who did not know where the grace is right away, it is right down that hallway or right down that little entrance. So when you run to the brick here, you jump over to that ledge, you go down the stairs, straight across, you bob and weave through the fire. I like going near that fire spot first and then just going around everything to there. Just makes life a little bit simpler. So if you do not have heals, by all means, go do that. It'll help you out for sure. But I have plenty of heals, so I'm just going to keep going this way. So the next thing is a ladder that we're going to go down. We have a dog to kill. And then we have a room in here with a bunch of commoners. Why am I stuck on it? It's frustrating. This game's... Am I not going to kill anybody? Alright. So, once they are all dead, we grab the Smithing Stone 5. And we grab a cookbook. Then we come back outside. In this room, it takes you down to the area with the lions. There is a page inside that room. Over there. Before the lions, if you want to go see that spot and go kill the page for nothing, there's nothing else in there, be my guest. I think that's an enemy we can just avoid. Because we will eventually go kill the lions, but I want to get the grace first, and that means going this way. So like I mentioned earlier, run over here to the bricks, jump over and land on this ledge. The grace is that way, but before we do that, we got a couple of weaker enemies to kill, or I should say a weaker enemy to kill, because with our weapons, with how much bleed we got, how much frost we got, he's gonna die pretty quick. It is a pumpkin head. Right up. Why control? Why? It's a pumpkin head. Right here. So much damage. My goodness. Then we pick up the Flamberge. And we pick up a Smithing Stone 3. And then we can climb right up here in this ladder to grab another Smithing Stone 6. Beauty. Smithing Stone 5. Then we can come back down. Come back down again. Oh, I might get fall damage. Yep. Thank God I didn't die. Now we're going to run this way. Again, through the fire and the flames. If you're quick enough, you can run right around everybody. You can kill these dudes if you want, or just run past and get the grace for sure. Because they're going to run at you anyway, as you already can see. And then we're going to rest. Before you do anything else, let's head back to the round table hold, where we will upgrade our weapon, drop off the bell bearings, and then talk to Hunter D. Ooh, we might even talk to Horalu. Or not Horalu. Nefelilu. Alright, so now we can purchase these. We can also purchase the gravity stone chunks as well. So again, don't forget about the memory stone that is here. And then stone sword keys if you still haven't bought them. And then this again is where you can come back for these stones. The next thing though, we'll talk to Nefeli, because she should give us a couple weapons.
I'll see you again, warrior, should the fates deign it. It's about time I'll see you again.
I guess not. That's fine. Eventually we'll come back to her spot and she'll have axes that she'll give us or leave for us.
I take it. Then owing to our duties shared, we are now comrades in arms. I think you've earned this. The power of the Golden Order to aid the hunt of those who live in death.
Alright, so study incantations. You can get a litany of proper death. I believe this just deals extra damage to the skelly men, or those who live in death. And then this just essentially buffs your weapons for the same thing. So, kind of cool, useful when you're fighting those types of enemies.
That I might put this crooked land to rights, following only the guidance of the great Elden Ring. Those who live in death fall outside the principles of the Golden Order. Their mere existence sullies the guidance of gold, tainting its truth. And so it is the vermin must be exterminated, down to the very last.
Alright, so he's fine. That is pretty much his quest line for now.
Well, I took you for no man to lay out your own.
And we can strengthen our armament. What? I thought I grabbed both of them. Was it a smithing stone 5? Let me check my notes. Did I have a typo? Rampart, grab a smithing stone 6. Yeah, no, smithing stone 5. What the heck? Well, I'm wrong. My bad. But before we do anything else, we are going to fight this one NPC, because I said we'd fight him when we were in Liurnia. Now we're in Caelid. Now we're probably way too strong. But we're going to come down here for an invasion. Are you coming? Coming in? There we go. So we got Mad Tongue Alberk. Start him off with a backstab, perfectly timed. And we can whoop his butt with our scythes. Sir, that was rude. I'm dead. Yep. I hate that. Dude, I hate them so much. But I'm also not surprised, because I've sucked today. God, I'm tired. It's definitely because I'm tired. It's definitely because I'm tired. It's definitely because I'm tired. Sleep has been something I have not been getting because I have been working so dang much. And then I'm doing this on top of it instead of sleeping. But when you want something to grow, you gotta put the work in, right? That's kind of what I'm trying to do. There we go. That was the type of damage I was looking for. Alright, then we get Taunter's Tongue. You can warp out if you want, or you can just open some doors. What? I should be able to open these doors. What the heck? Oh, I'm not thinking of the right place. Whoops. I'm thinking of the round table hold in Lindell. Oops. Alright, so in here, we can grab the Cipher Pata. 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 Pata, pata, pata. I don't know. Tomato, tomato. Alright, so, that weapon is a straight sword, I believe. Where is it? What? It's not a straight sword? What the heck? Or is it a fist weapon? Ah, yes. It is a fist weapon. So, this basically is just a fist weapon that has unblockable blade, can't be blocked by shields, and it's pure faith, if I remember correctly. Yeah, pure faith. Kinda cool. Really strong against a lot of different enemies, but it is absolutely not strong at all compared to the final bosses of the game, because all of them are resistant to faith. Alright, let's level up. Yeah, we'll do that. I know it's weaker, but it'll be fine. Alright, so you could, if you really wanted to, fight a boss. But we got more of this place to explore, so I am going to run through and start whacking these dudes. Hold on. So once we kill those dudes, we're going to come up here for a Smithing Stone 4 after we kill some enemies. Where's my Smithing Stone? There it is. Then we're going to run this way for a Victoria Maiden. Be careful how you fight this thing. You don't really need to fight it. I'm just going to because it makes life a little easier. Oh, that was close. Excellent. So, no items over there. We just killed it, so it's one less enemy to worry about. We're running in here for another wet blade, the red hot wet blade. This gives us a couple of different fire type status effects that we can put on our weapons. Then we come up top, down this little hallway, and we got a couple of knights to kill. Ouch. Alright, then we get the Lordsman's Bolt and another straight sword. Now up here, there's nothing except a trap. So, I suggest using something of range to try to kill one dude. And then, I'm really in the perfect spot, huh? You just kind of want to lure this guy over one-on-one so you don't have to deal with the other enemy. Alright. Now we got to kill this dude over here. Now, we get our other smithing stone 6. That's where it was. Okay, I got my stones mixed up. Now, we have one little spot left. There's nothing else really around here that we can really get to. That I found anyway, because I tried for a while. The last time I played this, when I was on my walkthrough prep, to see if I could get myself up there or around that edge on a higher surface. So, for now, what you want to do is just kind of drop down to the roof and then drop down to the very bottom. And now we're back where we started. We're going to run through the rest of the flamethrowers. Again, kill the dudes as you go by. One less thing to worry about. And this time we're going down the steps. Now I should mention, if you I don't know why I didn't mention this near the start of Redmane Castle, but if you got to Altus Plateau, because of whatever reason, you will not find a single enemy in this castle if you went to Altus Plateau. You won't. You won't find a single enemy, not even the lions. It'll be completely empty. And the reasoning is, once you go to Altus Plateau, that means you are quote-unquote strong enough or have the ability to get strong enough to fight General Radahn, which causes you to be able to start his boss fight. And since his boss fight requires, lore-wise, a lot of NPCs to be here, it doesn't make sense that they're here, but all of the enemies still are when they are quote-unquote champions. So, they kind of had to die in order for the NPCs to come in. Alright, now we gotta lure one enemy over at a time. So, pick a lion, chuck a kukri, and then we start fighting. I don't think I just hit those well, right? Beauty. Each lion drops Somber Smithing Stone 4s, so that's the main reason why you would want to fight these guys. What the heck? Why is there a page out here? He's supposed to be in the building. Really? Alright, but that was the enemy I was talking about in here. Because if we go out that way, we're at the dog. That's right outside on that wall. And then the enemies with the commoners. So, yeah. And the beetle that you hear over here is if you need more heals, you can go get more heals. But our last little section is in here, where we have like one item in the back of the room. Another cookbook. And then our last item right over here. Smithing Stone 4. Now, it is time for a boss fight. Actually, we should have gone back to the round table. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll level up our Grave Warden or a Grave Scythe before we start our boss fights. Alright, so for the boss fight here, I hope it works out as hilarious as last time. But we have a Misbegotten Leonin and a Crucible Knight. When you get the Leonin to half health, the Crucible Knight will show up. Oh my god, it does. That's hilarious. Just gonna keep spamming until he's dead. That's so funny. Ah, it's so funny. Now we're fighting this dude with parries. This is my favorite way to fight him. Man, I am just off on my gameplay today. I am so sorry I'm playing terrible, guys. Early. Gotcha! God, the parry is so satisfying in this game. I should try to do like a parry-only run. That'd be cool. That, or maybe like a shield-only run or something like that. That was weird. Yeah, take your time. That's fine. Try to delay death. See if that works for you. I am surprised that hit. I thought he was just going to whiff me in general. Alright, end it with a parry. Beauty. Chop off his head. Ah. Beauty. But this is the legendary armament you would have missed if you went to Altus Plateau before coming to Redmane's Castle. So, this is the area where we will have a boatload of NPCs. So, before we go anywhere else, we are going to grab one more stone as of right now. And then we got to talk to Jerren. It's either Jerren or Jerren. I don't know. But we get a Somber 5. And then we can run up and talk to Jerren. He's got a little bit of lore for us.
Oh, tarnished are you? How did you slip inside with the gate closed? No matter. If you can fell one of them, you're a champion in my book. I am Jerren, foolish old warrior and witness. Incidentally, do you like a good festival from time to time? Well, it's true. This fortress houses only the vanquished. But when the stars align, we celebrate. A war festival honoring the last battle and death of General Radahn, the mightiest demigod of the Shattering and bearer of a great rune.
I love parties.
Well, good. As you should. The festival affords glory to warriors. Then all you need is a little patience. When the stars align, the festival will be declared. Well, I haven't heard that name in an age. Then you must serve Princess Ranni. The next time you speak to Iji, tell him this. The Festival of Radahn will surely set Ranni's fate back into motion. By the by, is that old fool still hammering out weapons? His enormous frame cramped in that little place? Bit of a haughty sort. Strange fella when I knew him. And funny thing, his swords were all blood to stone, but not one of them decayed when faced with a scarlet rot.
That's pretty cool to know. Alright, so real quick, let's go see if Iji's got any dialogue about that. Hello, friend.
Well, my fellow, how may I serve you? As war counselor? Or as blacksmith?
Oh, that's a lot of dialogue.
Jerren. Now that's a name I haven't heard for a while. Before taking up the banner of General Radahn, he was a guest of the Carian royal family. An expert swordsman, to be sure. But ever eccentric. No surprise he'd get wrapped up in some festival. Oh no. Wait, how did I not see it before? I ought to retire as war counselor for such a gross oversight. Let me explain. The fate of the Carian royal family is guided by the stars, as is the fate of Lady Ranni, first heir in the Carian royal line. But General Radahn is the conqueror of the stars, who stood up to the swirling constellations, halting their movement in a smashing victory. And so, if General Radahn were defeated, the stars would once again resume their movement, as would Lady Ranni's destiny. Perhaps even revealing the elusive path that leads to Nokron. Blythe is Lady Ranni's stepbrother. Ranni's mother, Queen Renala, approved of him, and they played.
Alright, sorry about that. Had a little issue with OBS. It just randomly crashed, don't know why. But you missed a little bit of dialogue on Blythe. Basically, Blythe is Ranni's stepbrother. Renala approved of him, kind of as like a guardian angel figure. So he serves her, and Blythe can be like a little bit trusting or misleading and misled every now and again. And that's basically all Iji really talked about. So we got to kind of look after him. But let's continue.
To the festival grounds. Should General Radahn be defeated, the stars would once again resume their movement. Perhaps revealing the elusive path to Nokron.
So that's basically what you missed. That's the other part of it. Oh, it is level up. Okay. But we can now head back to Redmane Castle Plaza, and we can whoop Radahn's butt. Now, I will mention as well, I don't think we're going to have time to get the Divine Tower done, just because with that little snafu happening just now, it delayed me by about like 15 minutes trying to figure out what the heck happened.
Thought I might find you here.
So we're going to finish the boss fight and probably wrap it
I
up
was
there.
a little worried. We missed our meeting. But it looks like you're still in one piece, eh? You must have heard by now, right? That Star-Scourge Radahn holds Ranni's fate in stasis. But once he's out of the way, it will spring back into motion. So now, we stand against the demigod once known as the strongest of them all. The way ahead is pleasingly simple. We fight, sword and fang.
Cool. I love that line. Sword and fang.
Welcome! The stars have aligned. The festival is nigh. General Radahn, mightiest demigod of the Shattering, awaits you. Champions, prepare for battle. Defeat the General, claim glory, and grab that great rune. A celebration of war. The Radahn Festival!
Yeah, he's definitely eccentric.
Ah, you came. How delightful. Indeed, I thought I might find you here. By the by, do you know for whom this festival is being held? Well, it is none other than General Radahn himself. To think, I could face a great champion of the Shattering, a demigod in the flesh. Oh, gosh. In truth, I quiver at the thought. Such is his frightful repute. But the fear simply assures me the ordeal is worth undertaking. Be sure to get a good vantage, my friend. I, Iron Fist Alexander, do hereby vow to unflinchingly brave this ordeal.
Alright. Any NPCs that are left? Ah, thank you for the polite bow. Okay, so all of these characters that you see here, whether they be real and there or not, are all people you can summon for this boss fight. We are so strong, we're not going to summon any of them. I'll be completely honest. But in order to start the boss fight, we got to talk to Jerren.
Good and prepared, young chum. The festival begins. Before we begin, allow me to paint you the full picture. General Radahn is cursed ever to wander. Eaten from the inside by Malenia's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone. Now he gathers the corpses of former friends and foes alike, gorging on them like a dog.
Love that
Howling
shot.
at the sky.
I absolutely love that shot.
We must make merry. Oh, gathering of champions! The revels begin! The celebration of war! The Radahn Festival!
Alright, cool. Then we're going to head in through these doorways and go fight General Radahn. Just got one smithing stone to pick up. Why am I stuck? There we go. Alright, smithing stone 6. Oh, it hurts my eyes. There we go. Oh, so much better. Alright, so with Radahn, as I'm sure y'all know by now, he's got a lot of different combos and things like that. Basically, if you can get to his butt, you'll be okay. He's got a couple of delayed swipes. The start of the fight, you can actually kind of cheese, which is what I'm going to try to do right now. It's a lot easier to just show you, so just run away from him, like what I'm doing, and dodge his arrows. Then when he disappears, give it like 3 or 4 seconds, and then come back. If he turns off to the side like that and shoots, he will then run at you. So you don't have to worry about any of the arrows at all. It is wonderful. Alright, then we're going to use that, lock onto him. Now, we just kind of pepper him when he comes in. Oh, that was not the right time for that. I whiffed. Oh my god, that's so much damage. That's fine. Oh my goodness, I'm dead. JK. Woo-hoo-hoo. Woo-hoo. Oh my goodness, as long as we avoid his attack, we should be golden. Where is he coming from? I don't remember. Don't remember. Oh, there he is. Alright, now like one more jump attack and he's pretty much dead. There he is! Woo! Man, what a pushover. What a pushover. I hate that I beat Radahn pre-nerf. And then the game's just like, yeah, we're going to make him easier because a lot of people found him way too early and didn't want to go somewhere else to explore and level up. Like, I hate it. They made him a complete pushover. And then they made him incredibly broken in the DLC, and he's just not fun to fight, so. All right, well, that was fun. But I am all out of time for this one. I was going to do the dialogue, but like legitimately, I'm about 5 minutes late. I need to go, otherwise I might be late for my job. And I don't want to get in trouble. You know, I kind of work too much at this job. But I'm just gonna run to the Grace and rest, and then we will talk to Blythe and Iron Fist Alexander a little bit later in the next episode. So, real quick, like, in the next episode, there is a catacomb way over there in the north end of the arena that we will go do. Then we're going to go do the Divine Tower. Then we're going to go do Ronnie's quest way over in Limgrave. So, that's the plan for the next episode. If you are enjoying this, please make sure you like the video. If you are prepared to watch and anticipating more stuff from me, make sure you subscribe, because once we get done with Elden Ring, we're probably going to move into either Neo 3 or Crimson Desert, because I'm very excited for both of those games. But that depends on how fast I can get through Elden Ring, and maybe I go one video of Elden Ring, one video of Neo 3 as well, because I think both of those games are going to be super fun. So, have a great day, everybody. Peace.